You're listening to Bush Radio. Bush Radio.
Your real talk radio.
State Affairs with Edmund Obilo is live.
Major Emmanuel Ajayi, retired, a war veteran, is my guest on State Affairs. Let's come to the bridge. Talk about the bridge crossing. What happened?
When we entered Asaba, the bridge was not broken until evening of that 5th that we had the wreckage of that bridge. Now, after that massacre, what we said massacre? After that, Major Igbinusa come around, was it October 12 or before October 12? I cannot remember that date, but it was immediately after that massacre, October 12. Major Igbinusa came. All the time he's been boasting, 7th Brigade, you don't want to cross to Onitsha because you are afraid. I will cross to Onitsha for you. I was in 71 Battalion, commanded by Major Alimi Ogunkanmi. I was in B Company, 2 platoons. My CEO mandated me. I was a sergeant, promoted as sergeant the day we entered Asaba, October 5, 67. That October 12, Major Igbinusa now came, said we enter. Then CEO called me, Major Alimi, take your 2 platoons to Asaba Bridge and defend that Asaba Bridge for 3rd Battalion to cross to Onitsha. That was first crossing. Now, I was there, I carried my own platoon, about 40 of them. We were there from 11 o'clock. Around 2, Major Igbinusa came. Short, light in complexion. Maybe from Warrior, maybe from Benin, I don't know.
It must be a Benin man, Igbinusa.
It could be a Benin, I don't know. So he came, said, you people, you are afraid I will cross. It's okay, sir. 6:30, this man came with all his troops. They used ferry and they crossed.
They used ferry, they didn't go through the bridge.
No, the bridge had broken now.
Who broke the bridge?
It was Biafra.
At what time? At what point?
By the time we entered Asaba, October 5, Biafra thought we would sail through from Asaba.
Straight through the bridge?
Sail through the bridge to Onitsha.
Okay.
But we did not do that. As from 11, 12 o'clock, we secured Asaba. When they noticed that we did not cross Asaba to Onitsha, they now demolished that bridge around 6 o'clock in the evening.
I see.
We had the wreckage of that bridge. Boo! By 6 o'clock. That was October 5, 67. So it was impossible to use that bridge again. The bridge had been demolished. Now, Igbinusa used ferry and crossed 6:30 in the evening. Crossed to Onitsha. Luckily, that man was in Onitsha, which we thought nobody could, that place had been manned, but he crossed. But a mistake was made. Now, 2 div, right from Okitupa to operation of 2 div, by the time you capture a place, overjoyous. Now, the overjoyous will immediately make even the commander to call them back. Will be very command and control. We almost get lost because the jubilation that we captured this will move.
So immediately they landed in Onitsha.
They started moving into the interland. Do you know that
without backup?
Without backup, Onitsha is very big. Now they entered, and that was 2 div mode of operation over Joyous. It happened to me too. By the time we got to Mune, they will run in Mune, run to wherever you get. It's only Eho you cannot, because Eho gave us real tough time. You cannot. So when they go to Onitsha, we are seeing them moving into interland, where most of them are outsiders. They've never been to the south. They just moved. Do you know what happened? As you see, and his men, it was their terrain, it was their area. They now come across to Onitsha and face Asaba. Getting to 7 o'clock, all the reinforcement coming from Asaba to Igbinusa, as you see, started sinking them down, killing them. More than 2,000 people were sunk into that River Niger.
Did you say more than 2,000 soldiers? Soldiers. Reinforcement were coming, they were firing them down. The idiot that had gone to Onitsha, where they've never known before, they said that they went to that market and set that market ablaze. You know? So, Igbinusa had made a blunder. If he had stayed at a riverbank and allowed enough reinforcement to join him before he moves, that would have saved a lot of something. And that was a big loss.
The people were sunk into Onitsha by what will you call that? Now, when the people he carried, about 2,002 crossed to Onitsha, when they couldn't, if you hold rifle and there is no ammo, it becomes ordinary stick. They came back to river to replenish. No way, they started holding them. By that time, it was the day Godwin Ali came back from where he went to treat himself. We were seeing him at the bridge. But when he noticed that they were using our own pahad, our own weapon to fire the brigade, the man take his minimum. He normally ride on one small car called minimum. By the time he carried that, we all vacated that brigade. That was how Igbinusa and his own people get lost. No single one came back alive.
Even including Igbinusa? Including
Igbinusa himself. I say, you can't imagine losses of Nigeria. Can you remember Abagana issue where 120 vehicle logistics, we wanted to deliver it to, as you see, burn them all.
How would you describe Biafran soldiers during the war?
Biafran soldiers, the way I saw them, they were very, very crafty. They were very, very tactical. But lack of weapons and manpower.
They didn't have weapons?
They have weapons, but
not good ones?
Not good ones. And they were, most of them are ragtag. No uniform, no this, no.
They were blockaded. They could not get arms.
They couldn't get arms and they couldn't get supply. So otherwise, by now we should have been fighting that war. They were very crafty. Look at this Asusi, Kone Asusi. In fact, that man, I don't know whether he's still alive. He's a gifted Biafra army officer.
I also learned Biafrans were creative. When they lacked arms, they started creating arms for themselves. Did you hear of Ubunigwe?
Yes.
What was special about Ubunigwe?
There's pieces of iron, pieces of bottle, and then you put petrol and this thing. You fire it, it could kill, no?
Yeah.
Anything that can kill somebody is a weapon. But they started doing that because there were no
weapons.
They actually tried,
So it was clear they were going to lose the war.
It was very clear because the strength, all Nigerians were fighting, so it was very, very clear. But they actually tried too. They tried.
At least they kept the war for almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years.
Have we learned any lesson from the war? You are a retired army officer now.
Yes. I think I should say we've learned lessons. War is bad. let nobody say anything about war. You will be here. They will fire this house. Husband will run to right. Wife will run to left. Children they may not see themselves forever again. War is bad. Let nobody say anything about war. I don't pray to say any other war.
Bush Radio. Bush Radio.
Your real talk radio.